So this is going to be the instructional video on kind of how to use the Chrome extension of SalesQL, as well as how to look in the CRM system and how to use that. So firstly, we're going to go over how to use the Chrome extension. There's multiple ways it can be used. It can be used on regular LinkedIn, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, LinkedIn Recruiter, any LinkedIn tool you are using. So it can be used individually on profiles. So for example, Ian Stewart here, you would click on this Sales SQL extension up here in the top right, and you see he pops up here. So what you can do right now, if you're just doing an individual profile, you can click this add button, and that will immediately capture all the information we need on him, such as phone number, email, LinkedIn profile, experience, anything you see on this page, and it will be transferred over to the CRM system. And also, we can go over to my LinkedIn Recruiter Lite and click on any sort of list that we have. So I'm going to click on this top list up here. And you see I have 12 people in this pipeline right here. So what you can do, you click right here, and you see it's only showing 3 right now. That's because you have to scroll through this whole list, and as you see I scroll, Cedric pops up in this Chrome extension. And you scroll all the way to the bottom. You have to make sure they load in. Sometimes it can take a second. We end on Crystal. So you check down here and it ends on Crystal. So what you can do, if you want to import all of these people, click this checkbox, and then you would click Add. And once you do that, just as you would have done on Ian Stewart by clicking the plus button, that immediately puts them into this CRM system. So once you're logged in, you can go over to Contacts, and you can see anybody that I have added, David has added, or you have added. And you can go in and see you can see projects that they were saved to. You can see when they were created, when they were updated, and who they were created by. And typically when you're adding somebody, for example, you can go back. If you want to add them to a specific project, you click this little icon right here, and it says Add New Contacts To. And you can select the project right here. And if you want to make a new one, you would press Add New Tag, and then you would save them all to that. And you could go in here, go to Projects, and for example, this is one we set up earlier today. And this is all the people we added to a project for outreach. Give it 1 second to load. And as you can see, it adds their email. Sometimes it does not grab phones, but I'd say about 75% of the time it does if they're available. And then finally, if you want to export these, you can go to a project, you can mass select, but if you're in a project, you press export, and you can export it to CSV. You can include personal email, work email, personal phone, or work phones. And that's pretty much it. The next steps would be importing the cats, and I can make a separate video on how to do that as well.